Well, we have a hot one today. Right now, the thermometer says it's 75 degrees outside, and holy cow, that's enough to cook this old man. The geese are happy. They're out and about. I got one up by the water, and I got one down here by the bottom of the driveway there, eating the grass. I'm currently sitting kind of in the driveway because it's a nice shady spot for me. Just relaxing. I'm dealing with a little bit of a backache, so I'm taking her easy. Of course, there's always an airplane flying overhead. I think this is the highway is right over the top of my house for all the airplanes. Because it is a constant. Planes flying overhead. Morning, noon, and night. But that's okay, I don't mind. Kind of enjoy the sound of the rumble of the airplanes. But, oh, huh. Yeah, you want me to tell him that story, huh? You sure? Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue this morning. We have a fox that hangs around or is around, and unfortunately it got one of my chickens today, so that's a bummer. I was outside, but I can't move as fast as I used to be able to move, but I had little Nubbin Butt with me, and she wasn't on a leash or anything, and she heard the chickens go off, and man, she was gone like a light. I didn't even have to tell her to go check it out. She was gone. She lit out of there so fast, and she ran next door, and yeah, by the time I made it over there, all I could see is a few feathers on the ground, and Nubbin Butt came back up to me and stuff, and she was searching all around. She was sniffing on the ground and stuff, because she could smell that there was something afoot. I didn't know at that point what it was. I thinking a hawk or something came swooping down to grab the chickens, and then Marissa came out, and she went down into the roadway, and she could see the fox, and she went chasing after the fox because it had one of the chickens. And yeah, we'd been letting the chickens out of the coop because it's so nice, and they don't need to be locked up in that pen, that fenced area. We like to let them out, but yeah, every once in a while this happens. You live in the forest. I'm surrounded by trees and forest, so you got to expect that that's going to happen. And we just didn't happen to be out with the chickens at that instant when the fox came through and saw an opportunity. But that's enough of that story. No, it's a sad day for that, but like I said, it's to be expected, being where I live and stuff. Yeah, flip you around and let you see side what's behind me, maybe. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It is such a beautiful day. And this is about the only comfortable position for my back right now. Is this chair is awful nice. I'm glad that I got them. I got two of these chairs and stuff. And I'm so glad that I got them, because I can kind of recline enough that it takes the pressure off of my back and it doesn't quite hurt so much. You know, and enough of that too. Nobody needs to hear me complaining. You know, life's too short to complain about everything. I am enjoying this nice days. You know, I'm not complaining that it's too hot. I can find a shade spot and I can deal with the temperature. You know, it's funny to say things like it's cooking this old man and stuff, but I'm actually enjoying this so much. So much. You know, it wasn't 2 weeks ago, it was raining all the time and cold, and oh, this is so nice. And we even found sorry, I misspoke. I even saw the first flowers. I guess I saw them yesterday, but I didn't put it out there. But I saw my first flowers on the property. If I can get up. I'll show you. I'll flip this camera around. You're not looking at my ugly mug. I'll show you the flowers. It's a nice little batch. I don't know what they're called, but nice little batch of flowers there. Those are the first flowers I saw on my property this year, other than the flowers on the tomato plants in the greenhouse. Spiderweb. I got a few more right there. A few more there. And down, take down to the roadway here. Wonder if I'll get any raspberries off of these this year. I didn't get any last year. I'm curious if they look like they're starting to flower. I might get lucky. Take a little walk down the driveway here. I love all the grass. I love this, the alder trees on the side of the driveway. This makes it like a little country road alley, or, you know, the old country road look to it. I like that. That's why I don't sit and trim them back too much. But I usually pay in the wintertime when it snows, because then the limbs all bend over. The geese are telling me not to cross the road. If they can't cross the road, I can't either. They're mad at me. What? I'll be right back. I won't cross the road, I promise. Little do they know I have to cross the road to show you what I want to show you. Yeah, here we go. I guess I don't have to. Yep, the first dandelions are out. So the bees should be starting to collect nectar now, I hope, rather than just pollen. We got a couple dandelions, but down here we got quite a few more dandelions. And I'm happy to see them, because I want lots of flowers for my bees to be collecting nectar off of. I'm not sure if, I'm sure that there's nectar in there. I'm not sure though, 100% what all flowers they're gonna go after, but yeah, the trees also being so limbed out and bushy, they give me a lot of privacy up on my property now. Not like the middle of winter where you can, from the roadway, you can see right up in. I got a lot of privacy. I enjoy that. I like my privacy. Oh, but man, it's a beautiful day. You just have to enjoy the sun. Oh, here they come. They had to come check out what I zoomed in too far. They had to come check out what I was up to. I'm gonna go sit in that chair again. Right there's the chair. I'm sitting right there. But I'm gonna go sit up in that chair again. Oh, I'll bring you back when I get up there. What do you say? Huh? This is a beautiful day, huh, geesers? Huh, my geeser friends? Ooh, that's up close and personal, huh? Get comfortable here. Yeah, that's, like I said, I just can't, I'm not going to complain about this day, that's for sure. Mosquito. I've been getting them dirty little buggers. They're big right now and they're slow. I can actually smack them and get rid of a few of them that way. But yeah, I don't know, I just thought I'd show you the beautiful day in Alaska because we were complaining about how the weather was. So we might as well show you the good days too, huh? The geese are happy. The dogs are pantsing themselves to death right now. Ooh, mosquitoes. But Keone's actually in the house because it's cooler in the house. And Nubbin Butt's in her little fenced area. Chickens are back in their coop, and they're okay. Probably have a few eggs for a few days. I don't know how bad that'll scare them, but I do know yesterday we got 11 eggs out of them, almost a dozen. But, geese are happy. They're out and about. And I'm going to keep a close eye on them because as much as I like my chickens, I love my geese. And I don't want anything to happen to them. They're characters, to say the least. Let me show you this one. They're characters, and I love just sitting and watching them. They're entertaining. And, I know they probably don't have concern for me, but man, sometimes when they're looking at me, watching me, it almost seems like they do have concern for me, and they're so well behaved. They herd up really well when it's time to go inside. Great watchdogs. Ooh, I gotta follow you, huh? They're great watchdogs. They let you know anytime something is afoot outside. They even hear when Marissa's walking from next door over to me. And they let me know. So there's no sneaking up on this old man. That's for sure. Not with 2 dogs and 2 geese. They're great watchdogs, helping me out. And you saw how they reacted when I started walking down the road. They were telling me if they're not allowed to go down the road, neither am I. And they were gonna follow me right down there if they could. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else there is to say. I wish I could get out and about, but it's probably so busy everywhere anyway right now that it'd be kind of miserable to be around those crowds out and about. So probably a good thing that I just stay home today. Marissa's gonna come over and cook steaks. And she got them marinated right now. We're gonna have steaks for dinner. That's gonna be enjoyable. But we were gonna do it earlier, and it was just too hot, and we decided, no, let's wait until it cools off a little bit more, and we can get some shade. So we figure have dinner about 4 o'clock. I tend to eat like one meal a day now, a breakfast, a really small breakfast, and then one big meal a day. I don't need to have 3 full meals anymore. It's too much for me. So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have steak and potatoes, and probably crack open a jar of my pickled beets. And that'll be plenty. That'll be overkill. And then for dessert, we'll have, Marissa will have a drumstick, ice cream drumstick. I bought a package of ice cream drumsticks for her. I got to be really careful because I don't do so well with dairy products. So, yeah. Anyway, my arm is getting tired, and I'm running out of things to say. And you're probably getting tired of listening to this old man anyway. So, this is going to be where I let you go today. I just want to thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I am out.